Yeah, well, Statman, we've nearly done the first hour. Colac and District football now to come, and then into all of our football, the Owen United Kangas, and looking forward to the Southern Valley Giants playing this weekend. Should be great too to get the Wimmera football report and have a look at what's happening with the Horsham District too, and plenty happening in North Central, and great to have on board the Hume and Riverina and Farrer football still to come through this next 2 hours. But let's get to Colac and District right now, and it's one of the earlier starting competitions, and so it is into its third round of football. And I'll tell you what, round two action had Alvey 15-13, 103, beating the Apollo Bay Hawks 9-8-62. Gee, there was a lot of interest in this game, given the fact that the Hawks had that massive win the week before over Otway. But gee, that didn't stand them in any stead at all, because they were 6 goals to zip down at quarter time as Alvey showed them clinic, and it was 10-4 at half time, 13-7 at three quarter time, 15-13 to 9-8 the final score. Saparenkov with 6 goals, the only star for Apollo Bay. King tried hard. Kelly, Hickey and Mulder, some usual suspects for Alvey. D. Dare with 5 and Dela Cruz with 3 for the winning side. In other matches, it was Simpson who came out to play and played well, 17-12, 114 to Otway Districts 3-6-24. An improved performance though by Otway after the first week, the drubbing that they got down at the Bay. This time round, they added 2 goals in the last quarter for some respectability. Simpson maybe taking their foot off the pedal. Big Harding, the big whopper, kicked 6 goals, and Wintle with 3. Jones, Thornburn and Hookaway with the better players for the Tigers. Jacobson, Robertson and McKenzie, the goal scorers for Otway, and LeBlanca, Coots and D. Trotter. And Sutherland also tried hard for the Otways, but gee, in the end, they are going to have a tough season, the D's, this year. But the Tigers could be around the mark, maybe just in and outside of that 5. They're going to really have to put some good efforts in over the next few weeks to show where they're at. South Colac, we know where they're at, top of the table, 14-6-90 to beat Lawn 5-12-42. Terrific performance by the Roos, and gee, they get the Dolphins very, very well here. South led at 6-1 to 4-2 at quarter time. It was a 4-goal lead at half time. It was a 5-goal lead at three-quarter time, and in the end they didn't allow Lawn to score in the last quarter, but kicked 3 goals themselves to run out the handy winner there in the end, a 48-point win. It was Lynch with 5 and Foley and Black with 3 for South, and Perkins, Collins and Foley with the better players. Holmer and King with 2 for Lawn, and M. McCormack, J. Middleton and S. Smart okay for them on the day. And in other matches, it was Irrewarra getting up and beating the Western Eagles 17-18 to 4-3. Poor old Irrewarra just haven't been able to get it together. We thought they might improve a bit this season, but it hasn't shown this stage. They were level pegging in the first quarter, but 4 goals plus down at half time, and then after that it was tough going with not adding a goal in the last quarter, while Irrewarra put 6 majors through to run out comfortable winners in the end by 93 points. And it was Murray with 4, Saunders Dexter with 3, and T. Jackson, J. Richardson and L. Theodore were the better players for Irrewarra Biak, whilst it was West with 2, and Lansbury Low, Kenny and Thompson were the better players for the Western Eagles. And finally, it was the game that people are talking about, the Colac Imperials 11-11-77 to Birregurra. 6-7-43. A great performance here by the Imperials. And gee, as the Saints' reign as one of the powerhouses now come to a complete, that'll be a question that'll unfold through the season. Henke with 4 and Spokes with 3 for the winners, and Spokes, McCann and Cam played well for Colac Imps. Allen with 4 for Birregurra, and M. Russell, R. Burnett and N. Allen the better players. But gee, the big name players of the yesteryear that have dominated down there at Birregurra no longer in that side, and gee, that could be the changing of the guard. And Colac Imperials looking like they are improved and can get themselves pushing further up the ladder after 2 rounds of matches. We do take a quick look at that ladder, which at the moment has South Colac with 2 wins from 2. Colac Imperials likewise. Alvey have had 2 wins from 3 matches. Simpson in 4th place, they've had the 1 win, along with Apollo Bay, Irrewarra, Birregurra, Lawn, and then come the Western Eagles and Otway on the bottom of the ladder. Looking at this week's games in Colac and District, and it is going to be a big round 3. Get to see just, I guess, where sides are at. Apollo Bay plays South Colac. Down at the Bay, South should win down there the way that they're playing right now. Their forward setup is very strong. Birregurra, chance for them to get some form at home against Otway. It'll be pretty wet underfoot down there. I think you'll see the Saints get up here. They've just got too much class still in that outfit, and Otway struggling along at the moment. Simpson versus Alvey, and a beauty up at the Simpson Recreation Reserve amidst the pine trees. And that will come the dairy farmers from Simpson, and they will be looking for a very, very big win. But I think Alvey might just get up and take the chocolates here on the day. And it will be Lorne taking on the Western Eagles. This one, I think Lorne a chance down at Stribling Reserve to get back to some form. While Colac Imperials will play Illawarra in a ripping game out at the Western Oval. Again, pretty wet underfoot. I think I'll still stick with Colac Imperials to beat the Bomber Boys in this match. A good round of matches in Colac and District football.